We begin in Louisville, where Kentucky Senator Rand Paul officially announces his presidential campaign. Well, the fiscal conservative says he plans on taking the country back from special interest groups and that the government needs to quit spending money that it doesn't have. Well, Paul, who is largely libertarian, also wants to immediately end any unconstitutional surveillance by the NSA. And when it comes to foreign policy, the senator says any deal made between the U.S. and Iran must be approved by Congress. Well, Paul joins Texas Senator Ted Cruz as the second major Republican to throw his hat into the 2016 race for the White House. When America's David Brody has more.
I am putting myself forward as a candidate for President of the United States of America.
Well, this sure is going to be an interesting ride for Rand Paul. As a matter of fact, he told me privately that he is calling this an adventure, and his message was one of anti-Washington, D.C. He wants to be the guy that's going to come to Washington as president and shake things up, and he's got a young crowd behind him, and he played to that crowd in Louisville.
This message of liberty is for all Americans, whether you wear a suit, a uniform, or overalls, whether you're white or black, rich or poor. In order to restore America, one thing is for certain, though. We must not dilute our message or give up on our principles.
The speech lasted about 25 minutes or so, and he hit on some key themes: IRS reform, criminal justice reform. These are issues he's been talking about for a while, but they are going to be pillars in his campaign.
I see an America where criminal justice is applied equally, and any law that disproportionately incarcerates people of color is repealed. I see an America with a restrained IRS that cannot target, cannot harass American citizens for their political or religious beliefs.
You know, they're handing out Rand T-shirts, not Rand Paul T-shirts here in Louisville. Actually, here's what it says. It actually just says, clever, huh? Rand. And on the back, which is interesting, it's the theme of what he's talking about today. It says, defeat the Washington machine, unleash the American dream. And indeed, that is what Rand Paul is trying to do. And I got to tell you, he's trying to do this in a way by reaching a different constituency. He's talking to African Americans about the Fifth Amendment's call for due process under the law. He's talking to younger libertarian Americans about the Fourth Amendment on reasonable search and seizures by the government. And that is all to basically grow the Republican Party, diminish Washington. That will be the theme. Does he have a chance? Well, sure he does. But there are going to be hawks, those neoconservative military hawks in the Republican Party, trying to derail him by talking about how he is weak on foreign policy. It'll be something that Rand Paul and his team will definitely have to handle, and handle early. David Brody, One America News, here in Louisville, Kentucky.